We've spoken a lot about podcasts on this show, haven't we?
Too much.
A lot.
Let's cancel the next item.
No.
Oh,
Let's do it. Our next guests are doing it doggy style.
Oh.
I keep reading.
Oh,
No, I didn't know about this item.
Reading.
On their podcast, Oh My Dog, comedians Jack, Dee and Seann Walsh are interviewing celebs, meeting their own canine companions, and they're here to tell us more.
That would have been fine if you just carried on.
I know, but it was great.
It was
great just leaving it, wasn't it?
Sure, you can blame it on Dermot. You said it.
This is a lovely podcast. I was listening to it this morning, and it's just so lovely. And it came about, Seann, from your first dog.
Yes, well, I got a cockapoo, Mildred
Lovely.
Barrett, double barrel.
Mildred.
Yeah, Mildred.
Barrett.
Yes, exactly. and I thought, you know, it opened me up to this whole new world where you go on dog walks and then you meet other dog owners and you kind of get to know the dogs as opposed to the people.
Yeah.
And I thought this could be a wonderful podcast.
So when you're on these dog walks, do you never, like, ask the person about their private life or personal life or anything? It's just always about the dog?
It's just dogs. That's the thing. That's people come on the pod, I think, because it's a chance for them to not talk about themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had Romesh and, you know, Roisin Connaughton and Rob Beckett, and they love coming on because they don't have to talk about themselves. They get to talk about their dogs.
Yeah.
But they end up talking about themselves anyway, don't they?
They do, yeah.
So, Jack, you've had dogs and cats in the past.
I had one cat long time ago, long time ago, but I'm a dog person, really.
Definitely.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So,
How do you know you're a dog person as opposed to a cat person?
well, you get a dog and then you become a dog person. That's what happens, really, you know. We're absolutely besotted with our little Dolly. She's a Chihuahua.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's great. And we didn't mean to get a Chihuahua. We had a Dachshund who was bereaved because his sort of love of his life had died, had been with us. Yeah. And so Jane, my wife, said, oh, I'm gonna find out if there's something, you know, cheer him up. And then she said, look what I've found. She happened to be browsing on Chihuahuas Desperately Needing a Home.com.
just happened to be on that.
Yeah. And I had always said, we are not getting a Chihuahua. It's ridiculous.
They're gorgeous
And she says, but look at this one. I said, right, let's get that. And we drove off to Wales and got her from this. She was in this hostel. You know, with her little backpack, just waiting to be, you know, someone to pick her up. It was nice. She's a lovely dog.
Lovely.
I remember one of my first, when I fell in love with you doing stand-up, and I was probably been a teenager or something, and it must have been a Channel 4 show, and you were first starting out, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And you were talking about, I remember you did a skit about cat food getting between your toes.
Yeah.
And your cat sort of always going, like, you're doing DIY, and the cat's going, I wouldn't have done it like that. And I remember it, because that was when you had a cat,
Yeah, well, that's the difference. Your dog will say, you know, you'd be putting up a shelf or something, your dog will say, you're so clever, you're amazing, how did you do that? You put up a shelf. But whereas a cat would be looking, yeah, it's not straight, is it?
Yeah. I remember, like, when I first had cats, I'd go out, and I'd get really worried about would they be OK when I came back? And I'd go, I have to leave the pub or something, go, I've got to get back because I've got cats. And I'd get in, and they'd been exactly the same place I'd left them 8 hours ago. And they'd give you this look as if to go, have you been out?
Why are you here?
Yeah. Where dogs are like, why would you leave me?
Yeah. I feel with cats, you've got to, like, earn their love, don't you?
You do.
You've really got to earn
dogs are
it.
so forgiving, aren't they?
Yeah.
As soon as you come in, I don't mind that you went for 2 hours, you know, I still love you.
How did you guys meet? Like, was it on the circuit?
It was on the circuit.
On the circuit, we did a live at the Apollo together that you hosted.
We did a live at the Apollo together. That's how I got started.
But comedians, like, is it easy for comedians to go to actually just have that moment where you pick up the phone? Because it's in many ways, it's such a solitary existence to go, actually, you know what, let's team up and do something together.
Like the bat phone.
Seann rang me and said he had this idea, you know, for the podcast, and I thought, well, you know, Seann Walsh, he has nothing but good ideas. You know, he's known in the business as having the Midas touch.
Yeah, baby.
So I said, like, I want a bit of that.
Yes, exactly.
Where do I sign, Sean?
Me in.
I feel like Jack lost the bet that he's not told me about, and now I've ended up doing a podcast with Jack Dee.
It is so funny, though. There's a conversation where you start talking, when you go out and meet the dogs, and now you go, is it a boy or a girl? And you were saying something along the lines of, it's a woman.
Well, yeah, no, I was just wondering that, you know, why when dogs get older, they don't get promoted from boy to man and girl to woman. I don't know.
That's a good point.
Well, these are the big questions that we tackle on the podcast.
And the other big question is, do you allow your dog to kiss you? It's a big thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. My Chihuahua, she'll kiss my wife on the face, but not me because I was a bit scratchy. I think is what it is.
Right. So
But
she
I
don't,
tell
she don't kiss
you know
on the
your Dr. Scott that you have on the
Yeah,
show.
he's just over
opposite-
there.
Yeah, he's here. Well, he's got his dog Mango. Scott was on our podcast,
Yes.
so he brought Mango over to introduce us. And the first thing she did was stick her tongue in the water.
Did she?
Yeah. First thing she did.
Lovely.
That happens every now and again
What
to
about-
me. I'll roll over in bed and I'll pick up one of the cat's waters and I'll drink it and go, oh, no, what have I done?
Yeah.
You guys are going to be in Goodwoof, which is so brilliant, down in Goodwood, isn't it?
Yeah, down in Goodwood.
I see what they've done there. I like that.
Yeah, a lot of dog
I'd love
wordplay.
it.
Yeah,
On the 17th of May, isn't it?
17th, 18th of May. There's lots of things to do. There's dog yoga, which I know, Jack, you're looking forward to doing, aren't you?
Little downward
Can't
dog.
wait. Yeah, a little bit of downward dog going on. Yeah, yeah. There's loads of things to do apparently, and but we'll be recording our live podcast from there.
And has he
Someone
got an
said to
audience
me-
of dogs? You're going to have an audience
There
of
will
dogs?
be some
There
dogs
will be
in.
dogs,
Dogs will be
actually.
welcome,
Oh,
obviously.
lovely.
Yeah, first one, I think, in front of dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be... So, yeah, we're recording Oh My Dog from there. And we've got very, very special guests lined up for the show, so we're very excited about that as well. It'll be fun. Yeah.
And doggy voices. This is one of the big things in the podcast.
Doggy voices, but also, by the way, before you get to doggy voices, what we do with the pod, which I think is wonderful, is you find out that all these things that you have just between you and your dog, actually all of our listeners have them and all dog lovers have them. So it's not just dog voices, it's dog... Everyone has a dog alias that just comes about naturally. So obviously my cockapoo is called Mildred. That gets put in the bin very early days, and she's now called... And I can't explain why. She's called the Mournals.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. But the
just
thing is, that
happens.
sounds mad. But when you do the pod, you find out everyone has this. So
Everyone has,
she
yeah.
gets home and like, oh, it's the Mournals, you're the little Mournals, come in, I'll give you the squishes, and I'll
There's
give
his
you the
voice.
little rubber bellies. And she gets up on her back, and I'll come here, I'll give you a little rubber bell. Now that seems mad, but that's perfectly normal in dog world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
I
there's
love
the
it.
voices.
What's your voice
Jack.
then, Jack?
Well, that's his voice for talking to Mildred.
Yes.
But it's where it gets interesting is where the dog talks back.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And that's my dog has always talked back. So
Really?
I talk on behalf of Dolly, but I have to because Jane speaks through when she wants me to do something. It won't because can you do this? Like, do you mind closing the window? I thought, oh, I'll do it in a minute.
Dolly's
And then,
cold.
yeah, Dolly wants the window
that's
closed,
it.
and that's it. I've got to do it.
Of course you have to, don't you?
So
Yeah.
I had to learn to talk back. She said,
Brilliant.
"No, you're right. You sit there for a bit." That's how she talks.
Brilliant.
Well, I'm from that's life generation, so every dog I meet always wants to say sausages.
What's yours? Go on.
Yeah,
I don't know what I do. I think I do. When at Battersea, sometimes when it's something really cute, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, boo-boo.
There you go.
boo-boo.
Yeah, you're a natural.
I don't know why I do
that
that.
was great on me pretty quick.
It does
you know,
great. It breaks on everyone, so I try and avoid it. Listen, Oh My Dog is available every Monday wherever you get your podcasts, and the podcast is going live at Goodwolf at Goodwood on the 17th of May.
Thanks, you two.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Lovely
much.
chat.
And I know
Nice to
you're
have
going
you,
on
yeah.
tour as well. So.
I'll be on tour. I'll be in Scotland soon, so yeah.
Oh, lovely. Hi, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, listen, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.